He is the present and he is the future, and he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
Jon Jones, the name that has echoed through the halls of MMA history. A prodigy, a champion, and for many, the greatest of all time. Yet for all his triumphs in the octagon, his most relentless opponent remains the law. This is the story of Jon Jones versus the law. A match made in hell. Jon Jones, the former UFC light heavyweight champion and current heavyweight kingpin, has faced some of the toughest fighters on the planet. But it's his battles outside the cage that have cast the longest shadows over his career.
April, news broke that the light heavyweight champion had been involved in a 3-car hit-and-run collision in Albuquerque and was currently wanted by police.
It all began in May 2012. Jones drove his Bentley into a telephone pole in Binghamton, New York. Arrested for DUI, he pleaded guilty, paid a fine, and faced a 6-month license suspension. A stumble, but far from a knockout. August 2014, fight week for UFC 178, saw Jones and Daniel Cormier in a heated altercation.
Jon and Daniel Cormier would get into a brawl while promoting their scheduled upcoming UFC 178 matchup. Nobody was seriously hurt, but Jon was fined by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for his role in the incident.
The Nevada State Athletic Commission fined Jones $50,000 and ordered 40 hours of community service. A costly slip in the build-up to a legendary rivalry. January 2015 brought another blow. Testing positive for a cocaine metabolite before UFC 182, Jones admitted his mistake and entered rehab for just 1 day.
When word got out of the failure, Jon checked himself into rehab voluntarily and then voluntarily left a day later.
His victory over Cormier was overshadowed by the controversy. April 2015, the most severe blow yet. A hit-and-run in Albuquerque led to felony charges. Among the victims, a pregnant woman.
Witnesses say Jones fled from the scene only to return moments later to grab handfuls of cash and then stuff them in his pants and run away again.
Jones was stripped of his belt, sentenced to probation and community service. A champion brought low by his own actions. July 2019. Jones faced a battery charge after a waitress accused him of assault. A no-contest plea led to 90-day probation.
Jon put his arm around me or something, pretty tight, and I was like, oh, you're gonna put me in a chokehold. The issue is that when you put me back down over by the bar, you smacked my
Another chapter in a growing legal saga. Throughout these years, Jones's battles with drug testing added fuel to the fire. Suspensions, controversies, and a legacy under threat. March 2020. Gunshots, intoxication, and a Jeep led to charges of aggravated DWI and negligent use of a firearm. 4 days of house arrest marked another low point. September 2021. Just hours after his UFC Hall of Fame induction, Jones was arrested again. Domestic violence allegations, a police car headbutt, and a plea deal that kept the courts busy.
Okay, so you thought I was driving while tonight. You're lying, buddy. You're lying. Dude, okay. You are ridiculous.
Okay. December 2022 saw Jones plead guilty to felony tampering with a police vehicle. A $750 fine was the price paid for yet another legal misstep. April 2023, an incident with a UFC drug tester, threats, and a police investigation. The past seemed to haunt Jones at every turn. July 2023, 2 misdemeanors from the April incident.
Did any of those things happen? Did he do anything?
The threat of jail time looms, with Jones's future hanging in the balance. Jon Jones, a fighter of unparalleled skill, yet forever shadowed by his battles outside the cage. As he continues to strive for greatness, the question remains, can Jon Jones finally defeat the law, his most formidable opponent,